This is Joby FM Radio 1. Joby FM Radio 1. We're gonna be having Mr. Bernard with us, discussing few things and talking about Ghana and how things are going in Ghana. Yeah, this is Joby FM Radio 1. Thank you for listening. Mr. Bernard, are you on the line?
Yes, sir, I'm on the line.
Very good. How's life treating you?
By God's grace, I'm good.
Amen. Thank God for that.
Everything is good. We just, praying for another day.
That's right. That's great. Yeah. That's all we gotta do. We gotta trust God for the best, and then we keep moving on.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, you hear things going on in Ghana these days, and it's just like Ghana. It's just like no law, no order in Ghana, and I want to leave you to speak about Ghana and things going on in Ghana that you think something should be done about it. So I'm gonna give you the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manche. Thank you to all the listeners this afternoon. We thank God for their life, and I hope Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And then I hope our beloved country, will turn a new leaf. One of the difficult situations that is in the country right now is the robbery and insecurities in the country. You see, one of the problems with this government is when things are even black and white, they try to find a different color for it. And then that is one fundamental problem that I think the country is facing right now. Because when you look at the list of robberies going on in the country all over, and then the police inability to do anything about it, it's very, very sad. I think I was just reading just last week that there was a lady who was crossing the road, and then a driver knocked her down. And then when the driver knocked her down, she just didn't even, she picked her up, pretending to take the individual to hospital.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she just get to a place and then just dump her somewhere. You see, my problem is if we have a good system, then you see when somebody knocks somebody with a car, it's not that same person who is supposed to take that person to hospital, right? There should be some ambulance, or there should be at least a police officer to take the person information. But here in Ghana, after all these years of independence, we still haven't been able to get there yet, which I feel really, really sad about it. And then, like, let's take, for example, the Ghana police. Instead of me talking about the robbery and everything, I just want to limit myself to the current equipment the Ghana police is using, right? I want us
Yeah.
to take a deep look at. Today, you see a Ghana police officer with AK-47.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we have pistols and shotguns which are more powerful than AK-47 in our current dispensation. So most of these AK-47 are too old, which are not relevant to the current crime being caused, because most of these armed robbers have more sophisticated guns than the Ghana police. They are
Yeah.
more equipment than the Ghana police.
You're
So
right.
until we as a country update the Ghana police to the current standard of equipment.
Yep.
Look at the Ghana police count. They don't have a quality shoe to wear. Their uniform look ragged. And then if I believe that if people were to have a choice, nobody would like to be a police officer. Nobody, because it's a risky job. Just so you don't have anything to show for. Let's go and see where they live. They live in all these small apartments, and since independence, they have been in that same building, and then today they are still in the same building.
Yeah.
It seems that nothing changed. So we want the Ghana police to work, but I believe that an institution that have been ignored over the period.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at currently the situation that the Ghana police is facing, and then the robbery, they need an urgent injection of resources. They need to hire more people. They need to give them good, you know, um, equipment, and then they need to resource them well to be able to fight the current rate of, armed robbery and all the things available. And
Great.
I guess I don't think that the IGP there in charge right now is doing a good job. I don't think he's the right person for the job. I don't think he can deal with the current situation that we have, because this thing has been going on for some time and he hasn't done anything about it. So when you look at it, you could see that definitely the man is not equipped for the job. He's not fully, you know, prepared for the job. He can't do anything about it. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there needs to be a change of leadership at the top as well. And then you could
Yeah.
see, when you look at events from what Kennedy said, a police officer told him about somebody that they suspect he's a suspect in a murder, and then a police officer is talking to them and giving out people's names to them, and I'm it doesn't look right. Something needs to be done about the kind of police service. It seems
Yeah.
that everything is everywhere, and then so when we see current events
Mm-hmm.
happening, but the police are not able to do anything about it, then you can see that there's a leadership failure, and then the leadership failure all end up with the president, because at the end of the day, he appoints somebody over there, right? So when you put someone there who can't do the job, then ultimately it's your responsibility that you don't have
Mm-hmm.
the quality people or the right people to do the job. And then
Yeah.
because it's scary now, people are living in a house whereby you will see somebody have 3 doors, 4 padlocks, just to be safe. You understand? And then when they do that, in case there's fire or anything, it's also become another issue. So
Yeah.
my thing is that the whole system needs to be looked at, and then the rate of robbery is starting from almost the head and tail of the country. Everything is chaos. But
Yeah.
I see yesterday a journalist saying that, oh, people are saying there's a lot of insecurity in the country. It's not true, but the people, they are scared. They don't know when something is going to happen to them. They are scared. But we see
Yeah.
we got all these people who come and sit on radio and TV and try to defend this government. Meanwhile, they have bodyguards. They have. But what about the ordinary man?
Yeah.
I mean, the day the policeman was shot, what about the lady who lost his life and his child's life? What about them? Do
Yeah.
you understand what is going to happen to them? Is there an
Mm-hmm.
insurance for them? Is there anything for them? And nothing. You understand? So all those people who are fools, who eat and then drink, and then after that they come and sit down and talk anyhow, with no recourse to the ordinary human being who is at the roadside. They just don't care about them. They don't matter to them. And then I believe
Yeah.
that that's have to change, because gradually this country is looking to moving to a place whereby when the ordinary people stand up and stand to demonstrate, the leadership will run. Do you understand? Because they are being ignored for
Yeah.
so long. So leadership needs to be careful. If not, when they stand up and try to demand justice, there's gonna be chaos in the country.
That's
You know,
right.
so that is my point when it comes to this armed robbery issue. And then my next point is the presidential jet, and then the answer that the defense minister gave. I
Yeah.
think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether this government is taking the people for a ride. Do you understand? And I don't know whether MPP itself want to be in power the next 4 years, or they just this current government of a Kufuor want to mess up everything for whoever is coming, because they have to be able to read the signs. And when people are not happy about something that the government have done, they need to come out with a better and prepare to give a better and reasonable excuses for doing what they did, instead of coming up and then just talking about, oh, the president can't even shower in the plane. The plane, man, how many people in Ghana are able to even board a plane in the first place, right? Other than you have a plane, but you want one that is you can take a shower in there. You can. I mean, when you look at some of these reasons, and you ask yourself, are they people for real?
Yeah.
Is that not Ghana that they are? Have they forgotten where the people they are talking about? So I mean, that's my aspect of I believe that the government has messed up. They can't handle the affairs of the country, and to me, I think, in a nutshell, they are a failure on my part, because it seems everything that they have touched is not working. It's not
Yeah.
working, and then the fact is clear. You know, now you compare what NDC did with whatever the money they borrowed, and then you compare what NPP have done with what they borrowed. You could see that there's a vast difference. They don't have anything to show for, so they can talk and talk and talk and say all the big English, but in a nutshell, there is nothing to show for what they have done. And
All right.
I think,
Can I come in for a minute?
yes, sir.
Hey, I think former President Kufuor also had an interview, and then he said some things about Kwame Nkrumah not being a visionary, and also Kwame Nkrumah hurried too quickly for the independent. And can we? And I'm thinking President Kufuor made a mistake, or because of his dementia, he couldn't grasp exactly what he wanted to say. That's what I'm thinking, because if we compare President Kufuor's legacy with Kwame Nkrumah's legacy, you realize that President Kufuor did nothing for Ghana, but rather gained so much from Ghana. So can you just talk a little bit about this President Kufuor statement about Kwame Nkrumah not being a visionary and taking independent too quickly?
I think that if you wanna say any bad thing about Kwame Nkrumah, then you don't use the word that he's not a visionary. But what I know
Mm-hmm,
is that, you see, Kufuor is part of the Dankwabuzia
mm-hmm,
tradition, right? And then
mm-hmm,
they had that same mentality that they want Ghana to delay independence, right?
mm-hmm.
And then Nkrumah was at the opposite side of it.
That's
So
right.
for him to say that Nkrumah took independence too early is something that, if you know that everybody who supports the Dangwa Busia tradition believe in
Who's-
that,
That's
right?
right.
They
Yes.
believe in that. But for him to go a step further
Mm-hmm.
to talk about Nkrumah not being visionary, I don't think that one he know what he was talking about, because
That's right.
he can't compare. You have been a president,
Uh
right?
huh.
That what evidence does he have to say that he's more visionary than Kwame Nkrumah?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have it, right? And then we all know he came to power, and then what he did and what Nkrumah did, and we can't compare the two, right? So
Yeah.
I believe that, to me, in all honesty, second statement, you don't give them full, because
That's right.
it don't make sense, and that those are one of the things, because it's not like something that haven't happened, right? We all know that these things that happened. And Nkrumah was in power, and we can list all the things that Nkrumah did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Kufuor, you have been in power, and we can list all the things that you did. So, and then the two cannot be compared. They don't match in any way. So for you to make that statement, it just, like, hit play. So
That's right.
I'm not gonna waste my time to
That's
dignify
right.
something that is not sensible. So that's
I
where I
like.
leave it there.
Yeah, I like that. Some things we just have to just push it aside, but we just trash it because somebody like him being a former president who can just say things like that, whilst we have things we can show so many years back what Kwame Nkrumah did. The Temahabo is there, Akosomo Dam is there, the motorway is there, a lot of things.
Right.
The whole Tema Township is there.
Yeah.
And he being a president, we don't even know what exactly we can show than to say he sold Ghana Telecom. The Kwame Nkrumah set up Ghana Airways. He sold it, or he ran it to zero.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
somebody like that, when he's talking about Kwame Nkrumah, I think the person even doing the interview should have, you know, said to him, "Hey, master, this side don't go there because you yourself you cannot match him." But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think that is why my opinion is when you see people trying to compare themselves to somebody that they are not even in the same category, it's just a waste of time. We don't
that's
have to
right.
give him attention for we to keep talking about him because
That's right.
it's just we can we hope that we get somebody like Nkrumah to be our president. As at
Yes.
now, with all the presidents that we have had, at least we hope that we have somebody like Nkrumah to be our president again.
Yeah.
Because we at Nkrumah time, I mean, I wasn't born, but I can read. I know the industrialization that we had. I know all those manufacturing companies that we have in Ghana, and
Mm-hmm.
all the things that Nkrumah did. And then there haven't been any president in my lifetime who have done something even 50% to what Nkrumah did in the time he was
That's right.
president. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, also, you know, the can you talk about our parliament? The parliament after the election, we had a how do you call it? 37, 37, and then we were all thinking, "Oh wow, this is great because we will get a balanced government, or the parliament will be balanced, and we can see good stuff going on, or things will change, or policies will change." But to me personally, it seems like the 37 on the opposition side, it's not doing anything. They're not doing nothing. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I don't know what the NDC parliamentarians' goal is this right now. You can see that they as a group doesn't have any goal. You understand? Because
Mhm.
they are just there and then nothing is happening because they need to hold this government accountable. And then only you I think the only person I can say is live like standing up is Okujato Ablokwa.
Yeah, yeah. There are a couple of them too, like Okujato Ablakwa, Sohini. You know Sohini?
No, I don't know
So,
him.
Sohini used to work with Radio Gold. He's a journalist. And
Okay.
then also Kobra Mita Kando.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on, please.
Hmm. Yeah. But the others, I don't know what they are doing. They've got all these damn ministers, deputy ministers, and then they allow them to just go through. It's like there's no accountability. But I think this there would have been an opportunity for all these MPs to be able to hold this government accountable. But you can see that I think holding the government accountable is none of their interest at all. They are just they are just there. They don't. So number one, I don't know what they are doing as parliamentarians. They get a pay, but I don't know what they do. Do you
That's
understand?
right.
Because the way the country is going right now, they need to have these ministers in parliament all the time explaining themselves what they are doing to curb the current insecurity and all the problems in the country. But they are not. They are not doing that. excuse me, they are not doing
Yeah.
that. So I don't know whether they don't see what is going on, or they just see but they just don't care.
Yeah.
You understand? So with them, there's nothing much to talk about. It's not like they are doing anything better, because I believe that it was this election gave the minority, the opposition, a clear opportunity to be able to put this government on its toes, because the government cannot do anything without their help, right? So in that case, they were to come in, demand certain things, and then they also give the government what some of those things that they need. But unfortunately, you don't see that. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. So it's something. They are a disappointment, if I can use that word, especially with all the opportunity that they have to be able to put this government on its toes. They are not doing it. So it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You see, the whole thing is, you realize that our I think our politicians are being paid too much. Because what do you think? What do you think about that subject? That
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
our politicians are being paid too much, and if we can do something to reform some, and then just reduce their pay and their allowances, because they are paying them all this kind of money, and we don't see anything happening in the country. The country going down. We can't get money to build schools. We can't get money to build hospital or buy beds for hospital. But the parliamentarians are taking their huge sums of money every month, and after every 4 years, huge sums of money for ex gratia. So, what do you think we should do? Is Mr. Bernard here? Still here with me?
yeah, yeah. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, what do you
Okay.
think we should do about these parliamentarians taking all these huge sums of money, but they're doing nothing in parliament?
I mean, I don't think that one is gonna be a feasible solution. But I think, all I believe that when the citizens, right,
Mm-hmm,
who employ these parliamentarians
mm-hmm,
would demand the parliamentarians to be accountable for what they do.
mm-hmm.
Do you get my point? So to me, that's where I
Yeah,
come from. I think that there have to be a civic education for these people who vote for the parliament to know the power that they have, right? So
yeah,
when they know the power that they have, and then they're able to come together and demand that a parliamentarian to be accountable,
mm-hmm,
because the 4 years they're gonna come and ask them to vote for them again, right? And then
yeah.
so they shouldn't just go and take maybe 100 Ghana, 50 Ghana, 150 Ghana, and go and vote for somebody. And then if they can forgo all those type of things and say that, okay, hey, we put this person in charge. This person is there for us. He's there to work for us. So let's ask this person what he has done. What has he achieved? Do you understand? And then we ask them, and then we demand answers from them. If we are
That's
able to
right.
do that, then there will be a then if somebody goes to parliament, he knows that he's gonna be accountable. So he go and then they'll sit down. Because there are people who go to parliament and then they don't even go to any meeting, they don't contribute anything, but they get paid. You
Yeah,
understand? So,
yeah.
these are some of the things that we as a country we need to, scoff, make changes, and then, uh, and then make sure that we are accountable. I think when it comes to taking your pay, I don't think you get support from any. They will even, you won't get support because the executive will determine their pay, and then they also determine the executive's pay, and then these people are in cahoots. So I don't think that there's a way that it. I mean, it's something that is people would like to do, but is it gonna work? It's not gonna work.
So we need to look for a radical, gentle, honest somebody to become the president. And when that person become the president, that person can push this kind of change, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
person can be. If we get a good president who is serious about the country, right? then we can make changes. I mean, right now the problem is we don't have anybody who really have the country at heart. And
No.
that is why we keep having all these problems that we have. So my hope is that we will be able to get a leader who really have the country at heart, care for the country, and then we can expect a change. But so as the way it is, I mean, I believe the next 3.5 years, I don't see that there's gonna be any drastic change. You know, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I believe that the next 3.5 years, I think Ghana and Ghanaians, we just have to be swallowing the pain like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
People will suffer, but some will suffer more than some.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we just have to bear it for 3.5 years because we don't want the military to take over. We don't want any confusion, but we should just allow Akufo-Addo to finish his term, and then the next president who is going to come, we have to pressure that president to punish every wrongdoing that happened in Akufo-Addo government.
I
Yes.
agree. I agree perfectly with that. But it seems we are having a situation whereby somebody comes to power, then he forget about accountability, right? Akufo-Addo come to
Yeah.
power, and then we all he talk about corruption, corruption, corruption. But as at now, they haven't been able to prosecute anybody. And then but
Yeah.
let's see whatever who is gonna take the reign for the next election. Let's look at what they plan to do differently, and then if we think
Mhm.
that that individual is capable, then we vote for him. So, but as at now, I think we are 3.5 years is far away before the next election. But the way things are going, I don't think there's gonna be any change. I don't think any something serious is gonna happen. But I hope we shouldn't hear any bad thing. You know what I mean, right? So at least
Yeah, that's what we hope
Akufo-Addo
for.
will, yeah, Akufo-Addo will end his time and then get out of the way and then get somebody competent in there, so that will be, you know, because now it seems that they don't care. They just don't care. They just want to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then I think my other point is the death of the
That's
country.
nice.
It's
Thank you
something
very
that
much, Mr. Bernard. Thank you for coming on the show with us. JoBFM Radio 1. We welcome you every time. And we just want to say we love you. God bless you very much for honoring our invitation every time we call upon you. Thank you very, very much. God bless you.
you're welcome. Thank you very much, and all of you enjoy the rest of your day. And then happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
And
Thank you.
happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day to you as well.
All right. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye. Yeah, JoBFM Radio 1 and quite similar. I'm a conco similar to Tupini Manche. And Kaji Fusula. Akwana mikakaba midoto JoBFM Radio 1. Akwana mikakaka. JoBFM Radio 1 aka Samila. Akwana mikakaka.